A special provincial official funeral for globally renowned musical icon, poet, storyteller and teacher Latozi Madosini Mphahleni will be held in Libode today. Madosini, as she was affectionately known, passed away on the 23rd of December at the age of 80. She collaborated and wrote songs with British rock star Patrick Duff, and in 2003 they performed several successful concerts worldwide.
Well, she was widely known for her mastery of traditional musical instruments such as harp, uhadi, umkhube, and the istolotolo. Madosini also collaborated with local musicians such as Thandiswa Mazwai, Ringo, Derek Ripper, as well as Brazilian musician Gilberto Gil. She was awarded the degree of Doctor of Music by Rhodes University in 2020 and was formally robed and hooded at the Mkhankato village in Libode outside Mthatha in September last year.
Right, let's find out now more about the life and times of the globally renowned musical icon, poet, storyteller and teacher Madosini. We're joined now by Professor Dizu Plaatjies from the University of Cape Town. A very good morning to you, Professor. Thank you so much for your time. So you are the professor that taught Mama Madosini musical notes and instruments, as she was a self-taught harp player. I mean, it's one of the most difficult instruments. I think a lot of people will agree with me, to actually even self-teach yourself. What did you notice about her talents that you felt you could take it to the next level?
What happened, my brother, the first thing that happened is that it was not me who went to Madosini. It was first my ancestors, my father and the brother of Madosini, Latozi Mphahleni. They were the one who were first spoken to the ancestors. Then they came to me, and I was on my way to London. And then they said that, listen, we've got an aunt that is suffering, in Libode, who's a musician. I know her, but the problem, we've never played together. But what was nice was that when I heard her music, on the radio, I first heard her music long time ago, because, she's one of the aunts that also taught me how to play the instrument. And I taught quite a lot of things. So what happened was that, because I'm Dosini, I come from the Dosini clan, as well as my aunt also is the Dosini. So it's the Dosini thing. Most Dosini people, they specialize with this instrument. And it's not just an instrument that we just take it now. It's an instrument that we've been playing for thousands of years. It's only that it's an instrument that has been ignored by us. It's an instrument that is not being performed on the radio, performed on all these other things. And that's what makes the instrument to die. But, I'm very happy that my aunt, at least, she did something where most people are going to see and they are going to follow in her footsteps.
Well, Prof, let's talk a little bit about the significance of this instrument that you're speaking about, ohadin, as well as istolotolo, because from what we understand, it actually goes back into the earliest introductions of jazz music and the roots of jazz music on the African continent. One would have anticipated that a lot of people would have caught on to it, given the uniqueness of the instrument in itself. But just educate us from that perspective, that it actually is the earliest form of jazz in Africa.
Yes, I do agree fully with you, because we tend to ignore all what we've discovered as African people. This is the biggest problem. So the instrument itself, when you listen to the instrument, it's got all the different genres of music. All the different genres of music. I'm talking about umkhube. Uhadi is an instrument which the missionaries, when they came, they never found it difficult to taught or to teach the African people how to sing the four-part harmony, because it comes from the instrument itself, uhadi. And uhadi is an instrument played by well-grown women, not by children and so on. It only played at night. It's only played at night, but the biggest and the most important thing about the instrument is when a person does not know when the kid is moving in the stomach. So the instrument is used as a gynecologist kind of thing, because it's only gynecologists who can tell that, okay, the child is moving. But with that instrument, it's not just an instrument, it's an instrument whereby when that woman has got a problem, the instrument, they will play it on her stomach. Within a minute or a second, the baby will start moving. Sure. So it's an instrument that was left for us by our mothers and fathers, to continue. But because of new technology, we tend to ignore and we go more towards music.
So with that then, Professor, when you speak about the with new technology, with new music, with new influences from around the world, how did you manage then to get Madosini out into the world as pure as her music and her, interpretation of the music was? How did you be able to penetrate the international market that has already got so many different influences?
It was not hard for me because I had a very big name across the globe. So when I took my aunt across the globe, people, they always say new things from me. So I didn't find it difficult because I always doing new things in this country. It's only that some people, they don't know me. And I've been for 45 years raising the flag of South Africa. But, I'm just that ordinary person. But across the globe, Madosini, when she started playing the instrument, and also, Big Brother, I would like to leave one of the most aspect women, which is the twin of Madosini, which nobody have ever talked about. The twin of Madosini is Mantombi Matotiani. It's a twin not by birth. It's a twin because they started playing together. They were the two women that I took them abroad because I wanted one to sing, one to play an instrument. And both of them, they are both Mfupe players, Uhati player, and a storyteller. So now across the globe, when these two women, had to stand in front of the French audience, we blew them their mind. That is why no one wanted not to see Madosini. No one wanted to see these twins, because without this woman, I'm telling you, those women, they popularized that instrument across the globe, all over. And I'm taking my hat off for both of them because now I'm so happy that at least what my ancestors have sent me to do, because I'm just a public servant of God who's been sent to help people. So I've done it and I'm very happy about it. And it's not the last. Madosini is not the last. I've got secret African women that I'm still working with them, which you are going to see them soon. So I'm very grateful, that you've interviewed me so that the world, and especially people of South Africa, to know who am I, what I've done in the music industry, and so on. Because I've done quite a lot. I just have to say that myself because it seems as if now that I'm interviewed because of my aunt that is late, I'm grateful. But I just want to tell there's more people that have got secret women that are still playing these traditional instruments.
Professor, much appreciated for your time this morning, and thank you very much for the valuable education that you've given us about that. I think more than anything else, I can echo the Prof's sentiments by saying that it's very sad that a lot of our artists and even public figures and even contributors in society get recognized globally and not as much in their own home.
And then when we do recognize them at home, it's posthumously.
100%.
Then we are giving them their flowers when they are no longer here. So it is actually a privilege to have Professor Dizu Plaatjies speak to us while he at least is still here to share with us the knowledge that we may not have had about Madosini and all the work that she's done that has been revered around the world, but also that there is still more to come. We can now at least focus on what is going to be coming out of the Eastern Cape and I think around the South African country as a whole.